Egyptian President Abdel Fattah El-Sisi and President of Indonesia Prabowo Subianto have discussed developments in Gaza, Syria and Lebanon, reaffirming the importance of continuing efforts to achieve a ceasefire in Gaza. Addressing the media in a joint press conference, President El-Sisi said Egypt was the first country to recognize Indonesia and establish diplomatic relations. He also emphasized the importance of coordinating positions on mutual issues between both countries. Meanwhile, Indonesia's president has said India appreciates Egypt's strategic role efforts in delivering aid to Gaza. President Abdel Fattah El-Sisi and Cypriot President Nikos Christodoulis have discussed bilateral relations and emphasized the importance of further strengthening them, particularly in the areas of economic cooperation, investment, trade, and energy. During a phone call, President El-Sisi reaffirmed the need to preserve Syria's unity and territorial integrity. He emphasized the importance of initiating an inclusive political process involving all segments of the Syrian population. Additionally, President El-Sisi stressed the urgency of reaching a ceasefire agreement in the Gaza Strip, facilitating the exchange of hostages and ensuring unrestricted access to humanitarian aid. President Abdel Fattah El-Sisi has witnessed the assessment tests for students applying to join the Egyptian Military Academy and military colleges. President El-Sisi discussed a number of current local, regional, and international issues with the applicants to assess their level of awareness and knowledge. He also urged them to continue studying and staying updated with modern sciences so they can effectively protect the homeland and set an example for all of Egypt as they are an integral part of society. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has arrived in Cairo to participate in the 11th edition of the D8 Summit of the Organization of Islamic Countries for Economic Cooperation. Abbas is set to deliver two speeches during the summit, starting tomorrow, the first during the opening session and the second during a session dedicated to the latest developments in Palestine and Lebanon. Egypt is set to host the 11th summit of the D8 Organization for Economic Cooperation, bringing together leaders from 8 Islamic countries to tackle pressing global economic and political challenges. The summit will discuss theme investing in youth and supporting small and medium enterprises, shaping the economy of tomorrow. It promises to chart a path towards a stronger economic collaboration. This high-level event will feature important discussions and bilateral meetings aimed at boosting cooperation and shaping the future of regional economies. Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati and his Pakistani counterpart have discussed bilateral relations, emphasizing their commitment to enhancing political, economic, and trade ties. The ministry spokesperson, Tamim Khalaf, stated that the two sides also discussed the broader regional situation in the Middle East. They exchanged views and assessments regarding the rapidly evolving developments in Gaza, Syria, and Lebanon. They agreed to continue consultations in the coming period within bilateral frameworks and regional and international organizations. Egypt has emphasized its firm commitment to supporting the rights of migrants and enhancing their opportunities for a better life, highlighting their contributions to both host communities and countries of origin. On the occasion of International Migrants Day, the Foreign Ministry stated that this year's celebration coincides with Egypt's ongoing efforts to support its citizens abroad. In a notable move, the Foreign Ministry has been reorganized, reflecting a strategic effort to enhance coordination between ministries and other relevant national bodies. Egypt and Belarus have discussed enhancing cooperation and localizing key industries in Egypt. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Industry Kamil El-Wazir met with the Belarusian Deputy Minister of Industry and delegations from 5 Belarusian companies to discuss localizing industries such as truck, tractor, and agricultural equipment manufacturing. The meeting aimed to strengthen bilateral industrial cooperation, aligning with Egypt's comprehensive plan to develop its industrial sector, which is backed by investment incentives and a favorable business environment. Chairman of the Egyptian Drug Authority, Ali Al-Ghamauri, has announced that by the end of the third quarter of 2024, the number of doses sold will reach 1.47 million, with sales totaling 1.13 billion Egyptian pounds. During a ceremony marking the production of the first batch of locally made insulin, the Minister of Health and Population, Khaled Abdel Ghaffar, revealed that annual spending on drugs for treating non-chronic diseases amounts to 3 billion Egyptian pounds. Focusing specifically on diabetes, which affects 15.5% of the Egyptian population, including 55,000 children, the country requires 17 million doses of insulin annually. This achievement is expected to reduce the import bill by $30 million. The Council of Ministers have approved a draft law amending some provisions of Law Number 121 of 2008, amending some provisions of the Traffic Law issued by Law Number 66 of 1973. The amendment provided for the inclusion of a new article designated 6 bis to Law Number 121 of 2008. This article specifies that the powers of the Fund for financing the purchase of certain rapid transit vehicles established under Article 6 of the law shall extend to offering loans and financial incentives.